I can start off by introducing you in first. So we're here with Tim Harford, who is writing today for the FT.
But don't start yet.
We've started already.
Okay, well, go back.
Okay.
Please.
So,
hang on, sorry. Just.
So, while Tim is thinking of something very clever to tell us, I'm going to tee this up by actually introducing the fact that this is very exciting. Tim Harford writes for the FT occasionally, but he's not often in the office, and it being budget day, he's here. So I am being quite opportunistic, and I have decided to grab him for a couple of minutes. He's writing today about this confusion between the minimum wage and living wage. And I think in a moment when I turn the camera over to him, he's going to explain to us why George Osborne has managed to confuse all of us hugely about this. So I'm going to turn over to Tim now.
So George Osborne has really done three things, I think. One is to give himself cover. He is hacking away at the welfare state, and he wants to give people something else to talk about, and he's certainly done that by sharply increasing the minimum wage. The second thing he's done is just muddy the waters. So he's called his sharply increased minimum wage a living wage. This is not helpful. The minimum wage was always supposed to be a legal minimum that was as high as we could get away with without destroying jobs. And the living wage was always supposed to be a measure of what people needed to get by on. And clearly, conceptually, there's no particular connection between the two. George Osborne has called his new sharply increased minimum wage the living wage, and it is now impossible for anybody to have a sensible conversation about either of these two things. The third thing that Osborne has done, and this is the big thing, is he's taken a massive gamble. Because he said that the minimum wage will go up a lot, and unlike previous administrations where the minimum wage went up in accordance with evidence weighing the risks of destroying jobs, George Osborne has simply said it's going to go up as fast as I say it's going to go up, and I don't care what the evidence is. That clearly may destroy jobs. Now, it may not. It's possible that employers will simply pay the additional wages, they won't sack anybody. It is also possible, this is what we really hope for, it's also possible that they will see that in order to justify these higher wages, they'll have to train workers better, they'll have to invest in better tools, better equipment, and in fact, the wage will lead productivity growth, which the UK has been very, very, very short of recently. That, I think, is very hopeful. It's not impossible, but it's very hopeful indeed. So Mr. Osborne is taking a huge risk with people's jobs, but I think his own job seems to be pretty secure.